Step into a world where royalty means more than crowns and titles. It means trillions. From golden palaces to private islands and $450 million 0-cents paintings, the Saudi royal family's lifestyle redefines luxury. Get ready to explore their untold secrets, unrivaled power, and jaw-dropping wealth across the Gulf and beyond. The wealth of Saudi royalty. The House of Sword isn't just Richest Trillionaire territory. With an estimated fortune that dwarfs the British monarchy, the Saudi royal family commands a financial empire stretching beyond imagination. We're talking about a lineage with over 25,000 members, many of whom receive monthly stipends that would make Fortune 500 CEOs blush, often exceeding $30,000 0 cents per month, just for being part of the royal bloodline. At the top sits King Salman, whose personal net worth hovers around $18 billion 0 cents. But here's the twist. Most of the day-to-day power and strategic oversight has been passed to his son, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Still, the king's signature remains critical on royal decrees, cementing his position as a silent architect behind the throne. And then there's the elephant in the palace. The burned lines between national wealth and personal fortune. Assets owned by Saudi Aramco, the world's most profitable oil company, often cross into royal hands. The result? Billions in state-generated revenue that quietly funnels into private accounts, luxury assets, and multi-billion-dollar ventures around the world. This isn't just about private jets and gold-plated Bentleys, though those are plentiful. It's about a dynasty whose financial reach can sway oil prices, move markets, and dictate global energy policy. Compare that to the British royals, who rely largely on state grants and real estate holdings. The scale here is simply unmatched. So when we talk about the wealth of Saudi royalty, we're not just admiring excess, we're looking at a global power center where personal fortune and national strategy are deeply intertwined. This is wealth as geopolitics, power as lifestyle, and luxury as legacy. Crown Prince MBS, the power architect. He's not just a prince, he's a powerhouse. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, better known as MBS, isn't quietly waiting for the throne, he's taking the lead. At just 39 years old, he's already reshaping Saudi Arabia from the inside out. With a $1,400 billion 0 cents family empire under his watch, MBS is wielding both tradition and technology to redefine what royal leadership looks like in the 21st century. He wasn't handed this role overnight. Back in 2009, MBS started as an advisor to his father, King Salman. But insiders say his relentless drive, 18-hour workdays, set him apart. By 2015, when his father became king, MBS had already positioned himself as the key strategist behind the curtain. His biggest legacy? In the making. Vision 2030. A bold plan to break Saudi Arabia's dependence on oil and turn it into a modern economic superpower. Think Tesla factories, $500 billion 0 cents, smart cities like Neom, and investments in entertainment, tourism, and even e-sports. He's betting big on the future. And he's not afraid to take control. In 2017, MBS shocked the world with the infamous Ritz-Carlton purge, detaining dozens of elite royals and businessmen in a 5-star hotel, allegedly for corruption. Critics called it a power grab. Supporters, a cleanup campaign. But beneath the hardline tactics lies a modernizer. Under MBS, Saudi women gained the right to drive, movie theaters reopened, and tech hubs blossomed across the desert. Meanwhile, global investors, from Uber to Blackstone, are eyeing Saudi Arabia as the next frontier. This is a man who flies on a $400 million 0 cents jet, owns the $500 million 0 cents Serene yacht, and negotiates billion-dollar deals before breakfast. MBS isn't just preparing for the future, he's engineering it. Lavish lifestyle and extravagant spending. From private island parties to diamond-coated supercars, MBS lives in a world beyond imagination. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman isn't just leading a kingdom, he's redefining indulgence. When he throws a party, it's not in a ballroom, it's on a private island. In 2015, MBS reportedly rented out the entire island of Valoris off the French Riviera, hosting a $50 million 0 cents bash, guarded by drones. His floating palace, the Serene Yacht, is no less jaw-dropping. Bought $400 million 0 cents. It comes with its own submarine, helipad, saltwater pool, and even a Leonardo da Vinci painting. Yes, the Salvator Mundi, valued at $450 million 0 cents, was once rumored to be aboard. On land, his car collection looks more like a Bond villain's dream garage. Among the highlights, a Pagani Huayra BC wrapped in diamond dust paint, estimated at $5,500,000 0 cents, and a Bugatti La Voiture Noire, worth $18 million 0 cents, one of only one in the world. These aren't just cars, they're symbols of absolute power. His palaces, like the Chateau Louis Vuitton near Paris, cost over $300 million 0 cents. Think fountains that sink to music, gold leaf ceilings, and a wine cellar even French nobility would envy, all in a nation where alcohol is officially banned. Why the excess? It's not just about comfort, it's about dominance. In the Middle East, luxury is more than status, it's a form of soft power. MBS is sending a message. Saudi Arabia is no longer looking up to the West, it's rivaling it. And with every yacht launch, every hypercar delivery, he's not just showing off. He's cleaning the future. King Salman's wives and their quiet influence. Queens, one kingdom, and a hidden network of power behind the throne. In the gilded halls of Saudi Arabia's palaces, King Salman's 3 wives do more than host lavish banquets. They quietly shape the inner workings of the kingdom's royal family. These women don't seek the spotlight, but behind the curtains, their hands steady the very pillars of monarchy, tradition, and philanthropy. At the forefront is Sultana bin Turki al-Sudairi, King Salman's first wife, and the mother of Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Known for her unshakable poise and quiet intelligence, Sultana is revered within elite circles for championing health and education initiatives, long before female empowerment became part of the national dialogue. She's said to have personally overseen charitable projects worth over $200 million 0 cents, funding women's colleges and rural medical programs. Then there's Faida bint Falah al-Hithlain, the king's 3rd wife and the one with deep tribal roots. Ajman blood runs through her veins, linking the royal palace to one of the most powerful Bedouin tribes. The 3rd wife, often shielded from public view, is said to manage internal family diplomacy, balancing relationships, overseeing private staff, and ensuring royal grandchildren grow up with discipline and dignity. While her name is rarely mentioned in media, her reach within the royal household is substantial. These women may not wear crowns in public, but they shield power in private. In a nation where male dominance is the norm, they operate with remarkable influence, protecting family unity, guiding the next generation, and softening the sharpest edges of absolute rule. Prince Alwaleed bin Talal's palace and power. This isn't a palace, it's a monument to mega wealth. Prince Alwaleed bin Talal, Saudi Arabia's most internationally visible billionaire, doesn't just own real estate, he redefines opulence on a royal scale. His kingdom palace in Riyadh isn't just a home, it's a private empire sprawled across 500,000 square feet, boasting a mind-boggling 435 rooms. Step inside and you're greeted by 1,500 tons of imported Italian marble, custom chandeliers and velvet-lined halls. His personal cinema has 45 gold-trimmed seats, and the outdoor lagoon mimics a tropical coastline. Yes, in the desert. And should guests get hungry, his 4 kitchens can whip up gourmet dishes for 2,000 guests in record time. Arab, Asian, or European cuisine, it's all on the menu. But that's just one estate. Alwaleed also owns Kingdom Resort, a 46,000 square meter luxury compound featuring private lakes, gardens, and palatial guest suites. And still under construction? Kingdom Oasis, designed to be the crown jewel of private estates. It will feature a 68,000 square meter artificial lake, a private zoo, and a full wildlife park for exotic species. Initial estimates peg its cost at over $250 million, 0 cents. And don't forget the jets. His fleet includes a customized Boeing 747 and the iconic Airbus A380 Flying Palace, reportedly valued at $500 million, 0 cents, complete with a concert hall, Turkish bath, and garage for a Rolls-Royce on board. Alwaleed's lifestyle isn't about subtlety. It's about sending a message: wealth is power, and power has style. From multi-million-dollar artworks to rare collector cars, he's crafted a public image as Saudi Arabia's answer to Warren Buffett, if Buffett also happened to own a golden elevator. Sheikha Moza, Qatar's elegant force. She's not just royalty, she's a global powerhouse in heels. Sheikha Moza bint Nasser isn't your average queen. With a net worth estimated at $15 billion, 0 cents, she's the woman behind some of Qatar's most ambitious transformations, spanning education, luxury fashion, and humanitarian change across 55 countries. At just 18, Sheikha Moza married the former emir of Qatar. But rather than settle into ceremonial duties, she carved her own legacy, earning degrees in sociology and public policy and collecting honorary doctorates from top global universities, including Georgetown and Imperial College London. She co-founded the Qatar Foundation in 1995, a behemoth non-profit that's reshaped Qatar into a scientific and educational powerhouse. From launching Education City, a futuristic campus hosting Ivy League institutions, to spearheading rebuilding projects in war-torn regions, her initiatives have touched millions. Her Education Above All program alone has impacted over 10 million children. And then there's her style. Often called the Jackie Kennedy of the Middle East, Sheikha Moza blends traditional Arab modesty with runway-caliber couture. She founded Kayan, Qatar's first international luxury fashion label, and champions regional designers through Fashion Trust Arabia. Her personal collection? Try over $100 million, 0 cents in jewelry, including rare Cartier and historic diamond pieces. Her car collection, worth $50 million, 0 cents, features custom Rolls-Royces and Bentleys, while her global real estate portfolio includes a $120 million 0 cents mansion in London and a penthouse in Paris. And when she travels, her private jet fleet, featuring a Gulfstream G650 and a $400 million 0 cents Boeing 747 VIP, is fit for royalty. And then some. Sheikha Moza isn't just influencing Qatar, she's redefining what it means to rule, with elegance, strategy and global impact. The billionaire reality under Saudi rules. Luxury under lockdown, even for billionaires. In Saudi Arabia, even the ultra-rich can't escape the rules. Behind the gold gates, the Bentleys and billion-dollar palaces, a very different reality exists. One governed by strict social codes and religious mandates that affect every facet of life, no matter how wealthy you are. Let's start with gender segregation. In many public spaces, men and women are still separated, from restaurants to government offices. For decades, women couldn't drive or travel without a male guardian's approval. While reforms under MBS have loosened some restrictions, the shadow of tradition still looms large. Even billionaire heiresses need to weigh public perception before posting a single photo. Social media paints a glossy picture. Super yachts, Chanel bags, $500,000 0 cents Bugattis. But what you don't see is the behind-the-scenes mattening. Every post, every appearance is carefully curated to avoid crossing invisible red lines. A misplaced tweet or a controversial outfit could bring unwanted attention, or worse, backlash from powerful religious or political factions. Even male billionaires face limitations. Lavish parties are often held in total secrecy, with security tight enough to rival a presidential motorcade. Alcohol is strictly banned, and public displays of affection can land even royals in hot water. There's also surveillance. Reports suggest that even members of the royal family are monitored, and if you fall out of favor, wealth can't always protect you. Just ask the princes detained at the Ritz-Carlton in 2017 during MBS's corruption crackdown. So yes, Saudi elites own gold-plated Lamborghinis and private jets, but their freedom? It's a different story. In this kingdom, power comes with privilege, but also with invisible chains. Royal wealth across the Gulf. Royal fortunes of the Gulf when $150 billion, 0 cents, is just the beginning. While Saudi Arabia may sit on a $1,400 billion 0 cents mountain of wealth, they're not the only oil-rich royals shaping the modern world. Just across the Gulf, Abu Dhabi's ruling Al Nahyan family holds an estimated $150 billion, 0 cents, and they know exactly how to spend it. Take Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Dubai's ruler. with a personal net worth of around $18 billion, 0 cents. He's a branding genius. He's a branding genius. He transformed Dubai from desert sand to skyscraper heaven, launched Emirates Airlines, and built Burj Khalifa, the world's tallest building. That wasn't just architecture, it was a global power statement. And then there's the late Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, who quietly amassed a $7 billion, $100 million, 0 cents real estate empire in London. His properties bring in $200 million, 0 cents annually. Yes, just in rent. That includes everything from Mayfair mansions to entire office blocks near Buckingham Palace. Even their private jets scream sophistication. The Al Nahyan fleet includes custom Airbus A330s, fitted with gold-plated bathrooms and onboard prayer rooms. Some even come with private cinemas and spas, because when you're flying above 35,000 feet, luxury doesn't take a break. But it's not just jets and glass towers. These rulers are quietly buying up stakes in Fortune 500 companies, from banks to renewable energy firms. Mubadala Investment Company, Abu Dhabi's sovereign wealth fund, controls over $300 billion, 0 cents in assets worldwide, including tech, healthcare, and AI. In the Gulf, royalty isn't just symbolic, it's strategic. Whether it's Sheikh Mohammed's futuristic vision for Dubai or the Al Nahyan's London portfolio, these rulers aren't just rich. They're writing the global playbook. From Prince Alwaleed's 435-room palace to Sheikha Moza's $100 million 0 cents jewelry collection, the Saudi royal family's lifestyle is a breathtaking display of opulence and influence. But beyond the yachts, jets, and billion-dollar deals lies a complex dance of tradition, power, and ambition. These monarchs don't just enjoy luxury, they wield it as a global force, shaping economies, politics, and culture. What do you think? Should such immense wealth be celebrated or questioned? Leave your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more deep dives into the world of billionaires and royalty.